Yeah, she can add daredevil to her resume.
I mean, she's brave. I will say, she's brave. She danced in this. She did that. You see her go backwards in that tub. You know, I mean, she's a fearless.
Mary Poppins Returns is coming to home release.
Yes.
I'm so excited. A lot of people are very excited.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Especially to see the behind the scenes, because some of the things you achieved in this movie were just mind-blowing.
That's fun for people to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually like revealing that, you know, after you've seen the film,
Yeah.
so it doesn't spoil everything. But I think it's fun to see how something like that could be put together. And, you know, when you see something like the animation live action sequence, that's so helpful to see.
That was my favorite.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you see that, oh wow, so that's all hand drawn. Every frame of that is hand drawn and hand colored and created. I mean, it's something else.
And people will be able to see, like, the process.
You get to
of
see the
that?
process. You get to see the process of so many things. I mean, I will say they did an extraordinary job because every number has a little featurette about it, you know? So you get to see how the big, huge dance number, Triple Little Light Fantastic, was created, or the bathtub underwater number with on wires when they're, you know, underwater, how that's all created. It's really special.
And we did the green screen flying, but you actually put her on a crane
Yes,
flying. Oh my God, that looks
oh
so
my
scary.
God. Well,
How did you approach her about that?
Well, I know her very well, so
yeah.
you know, and so I just kind of said, you know what, I really feel that it would be special for you to do it real, because it's her first entrance after 54
Yeah.
years, and I would hate to give that to somebody else. And are you game to do that? And of course she said, yes, I'm game to do it. And,
Wow.
I mean, we tested it a lot. We made sure
Yeah.
it was perfect for her. And you know, when she went up there, she said it was intense. But she said the fact that I blasted the music, her entrance music, you know, helped her so much. She felt, you know, that she could
good
channel
idea.
Mary Poppins, and that helps a lot. You help the environment, so it's not just a technical exercise,
Right.
but you actually feel like, you know, she's playing a character. She's coming in effortlessly,
Yeah.
you know, and then my favorite thing about the next scene is that she launches in like a tornado, like mid-sentence. Who are these people? She's like, she starts. There's no like da-da-da-da-da-dum, you know, she's like right into it, yeah.
Yeah, she can add daredevil to her resume.
I mean, she's brave. I will say, she's brave. She danced in this. She did that. You know, you see her go backwards in that tub. You know, I mean, she's a fearless,
Emily Blunt is just great.
Divine.
I mean, this
divine.
role
And there was no one
was
else
for
for
her.
the part. There wasn't anybody else. I didn't think of anybody else. I had just worked with her on Into the Woods, and I honestly thought there's no one else. I mean, who else has all of that, the layers that the character has, you know, to play the strict and stern proper nanny, but underneath, you know, have the wonder and joy of a child, and be able to have the humor and the vulnerability the character has. I mean, she has it all.
And the bathtub scene, you actually put the kids and Emily through water. It was
I
through
mean,
an underground slide.
I mean, we had two bathtubs. So we had one bathtub for the scene and into the beginning of the song, but then we swapped it out and there was a bottomless tub. We took out the water, just put bubbles in so you couldn't see the bottom, and a slide. And we had built it on the second story, so there was a slide went to the first story. And the kids were so excited, I thought they were going to die. You know, they had to pretend they weren't interested in, you know, going into the tub, but they could not wait. And you can actually see that. I can tell the kids are like excited. I can see it in their performances. They're so sweet. And Emily, you know, I said, Emily, you have to do this too, you know, backwards with her feet open, you know, and she was game.
Now, is that a one take because they get wet? So
Well, you know what? I did do it a few times because I always feel like, you know, you never know, and I always get nervous whether the cameras caught it or whatever. So I think we did it 3 times, although she said once, please. And I said, well, she knows I lie and say yes, but don't mean it.
So you had to wait in between takes to dry her off.
lot of hair dryers going.
And then was there anything you were not able to do that you kind of had to settle with? Oh.
Not much, because she kind of did. I mean, even turning the clock back, you know, at Big Ben, she did all that. I mean, no, she was fearless about that, and so was Lin-Manuel. All the climbing of Big Ben, all of that, the launching on the Big Ben face, that's all Lin. I mean, our people wanted to be part of the experience. You know, they didn't want to sort of give that up.
Yeah.
And we made sure we did it very carefully. So they were all part of that, you know, and of course the kids were thrilled to do anything.
Of course. And speaking of Lin-Manuel Miranda, I mean, it's nice to see, you know, in this kind of a setting, you'd be surprised to see Latina, but luckily we had Lin-Manuel
well,
Miranda. I mean, it was great for us as Latinos to see, like, hey, we're part of this.
Well, you better be part of it. You're absolutely part of it. I mean, I feel this is a universal film
Yeah.
for everybody. And you know, Lin is just incredible. I mean, he's so authentic. That's what I love about him. He's such a real person. He's such a true person. And I remember sitting with him discussing doing this film, and I just saw the character of Jack sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
He's so optimistic. You know, he's not weighed down with all kinds of, I don't know, he's not jaded in any way. You know, he's very clear, and he's so present and so, I don't know, real. And so I thought, there he is, there's Jack, this wonderful, optimistic lamplighter of the people. He was just incredible.
Okay, and so if you had to recommend somebody to watch behind the scenes, which one do they have to see? Like,
Oh
they must
gosh.
see.
Well, I guess if it had to be one, it'd be the sort of the big making of, which was that 22-minute featurette.
Oh, wow.
And that's sort of like the whole, that gives a lot of sort of the scope of the whole thing. But I actually find it's interesting to watch the little individual ones too.
Yeah.
You know, of each number. And so I would say just have fun, go through them all. They're all great.
I would.